Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. It feels like it's been raining for the last 2 weeks here in Scotland. So today I thought I'm just going to brave the weather and head out and try and make the most of the grey, overcast and dull conditions. I've come along to a location that I've shot many times before, Bracklinn Falls up near Callander, because I was interested to see what the huge volume of water that's been dropped in the country recently would have done to the falls. So join me now as we go and explore a very familiar location, but in rather unusual conditions. Let's go. So we're hoping that there might be a lot of water going over this fall, and let's see if we can do it justice. The great thing about the coming in winter is all the trees are bare, so it gives it that really kind of barren, quite dramatic look or feel. So I may try and work with that today. Wow, I've just had my first glimpse of the waterfall. There's a lot of water. Gonna have to be very careful here today, I think. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that amount of water going over these falls. And I can already see that one of the little ledges that I regularly use when I come here is actually underwater, so I'll not be able to use that. Oh dear, this could be interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the past I've been out on that little ledge out there, but I'm not even going to attempt that today because that's under quite a bit of water. Yeah, I think we've got a bit of potential. There is a lot of water and it is very grey and overcast and moody, so that is definitely going to be what I'm going to work with today. It's just a matter of trying to find a composition or two. Well, I've picked what I think is going to be a reasonable viewpoint, and I'll show you here on the video camera first. But essentially, I'll just throw you into the video camera just now. Yeah, so essentially this is the view that I'm thinking. We've got these waterfalls here. I'm going to use this rock, and we're going to use this collection, these falls here, with that little rock protruding out of the fall. You've got this cascade, a fall there, then these boulders, and then the falls behind. And I really like this overhanging tree here, which is all bare, but look, it's standing out. There's a little mist in the air because of the rain that we've had, and that's standing out a little from the background, which is quite dark. So I think that might actually be a reasonable shot to begin with. In particular, these falls here, I think you've got that beautiful reddy brown colour to the water, and I think that might contrast quite nicely with the lichen that's on that bare tree. So yeah, we'll see what we can do with that. Oh, right, I've come a little bit further downstream, closer to the bridge, because the viewpoints that I'd normally shoot from are just completely inaccessible. Some of them are underwater, some of them are dangerously close to the water, and because of the level of the water as well, the view that I would normally shoot you know, a particular cascade or whatever isn't there anymore. The water level's so high that there are, it's completely obscured some of the falls. So it's like visiting it for the first time here. It's quite interesting. So the completely different compositions this time, purely because of the conditions. So I've come down to this part here. I'm hoping, I'm not going to go too close to the edge there, but I'm hoping that if I can get a little bit further out, I'll be able to shoot up that cascade and maybe include some of these bare trees that are on the side of the gorge there. And we've got a little hint of mist in the background, so that's kind of adding to the effect as well. And as you can see from just down there, the falls are, it's pretty wild down there just now. So I'm going to look around here. We've got a huge tree trunk there, which has obviously come down and been washed down and is now lodged in between some of the turns, and that's kind of breaking up the waterfall, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I'm going to have to include that. But this is incredible. The volume of water going over the falls is just incredible at the moment. I wanted to try to include this trunk here and these leaves and grasses at the base, and then draw the eye up through the S-bend. There's the tree that fell all the way up to the top fall there. I'm being careful again to try and avoid including any sky, because that's obviously affecting the exposure quite a bit. But essentially that's the shot, something like that. Now the 24-105mm lens that I had on just wasn't wide enough for that, so I've had to flip over to the 16-35. Yeah, the rain's on. Pretty heavy now. So I've had to get the brolly out. So as you can see, I'm now on the bridge, so I'm directly over the water, and I'm basically shooting this scene. I'm trying to exclude the sky again, so to even up the exposure, and I'm essentially just shooting the waterfall. There's nothing overly dramatic about it, other than I do like those muted greens that we've got on the wall off to the left. And I'm trying to include that overhanging tree on the right hand side as well. But the problem there is it's kind of getting quite close to the skyline, and so it's very easy to overexpose that little part. But that's what I'm aiming for, is a shot like that, where I've got that overhanging tree, the waterfall, and then these muted greens on this left hand side of the falls. come over to the other side of the bridge now. So I'm on the opposite side of the falls from where I started, and I'm basically just shooting up the falls again. I do really love these trees. See the greens and the bare trees? That's not something you get in autumn and spring, obviously, because there's a lot of leaves on display. But I think that bare look really adds to the drama of the scene. And I'm making the most of this angular rock face here, and I'm including that, including the sweeping waterfall and these trees here on this side, which are kind of bending over as well and look quite dramatic because they're leafless as well. I'm shooting down the way, so again I'm avoiding the problem of having to deal with exposure issues with the sky. And again, I think that's not a bad shot. I do actually quite like that. I think I have probably shot something like this in the past, but not under these conditions and not with that amount of water going over the falls. Okay, right, I'm actually facing downstream now. I don't normally shoot down this direction, but today, because of this overcast sky that we've got and the volume of water, the view downstream from the bridge is actually quite interesting as well. And I particularly like the fact that we've got that little waterfall on the far side there, just feeding down. That, I don't think I've ever seen that before, so that's purely down to the volume of water that we have. So I'm shooting a reasonably fast shot at something like about 1/5 of a second, and then I'm shooting a reasonably longer shot, something about 5 or 6 seconds, so that I've got the detail in the foreground. I particularly like this tree here. That's incredible, isn't it? So I'm really making the most of that. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Okay, what about this? I've come a little bit further upstream, so I'm now higher up than the bridge, and I'm on the opposite bank from the one that I started on, and I've come across this scene, which is basically one of the main waterfalls, but it's being framed by this tree here. As you can see here, it's the tree starting there, it kind of overhangs. You've got that branch, and then you've got the drop below. Now it's disappearing underneath me. I think I'm actually out on a bit of a ledge at the moment, but yeah, I quite like that. And if I get down low enough, then I can include the overhang and the waterfall. And I think the overhanging branch just kind of frames the shot, I think. So I'm going to grab this shot just now. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you like this area, you might be interested to know that I'm running another workshop in the Trossachs in March, and Bracklinn Falls will be one of the locations that we visit. There's a link in the description below if you'd like to reserve a spot on that. I'm doing something different this time. Rather than a full day marathon sort of thing, I've split it into 2 sections. So there's a morning session and an evening session, and you still can book for the full day if you want, but it means people are under no obligation to stay for the full day. Anyway, there's a link in the description below. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give us a little thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Very close to 3,000 now. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, bye.